Ophelia, walk you here. Gracious, so please you, we will bestow ourselves. Read on this book. That show of such exercise may calorial loneliness, we oft blame in this. 'Tis too much proved that with devotion's visage and pious action we do sugar o'er the devil himself.
Oh, 'tis true how smart a lash that speech doth give my conscience. The harlot's cheek, beautified with plastering art, is not more ugly to the thing that helps it than is my deed to my most painted word, O heavy burthen.
I hear him coming! Let's withdraw, my lord!
To be or not to be? That is the question. Whether 'tis nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, or to take arms against the sea of troubles, and by opposing them to die, to sleep no more. And by sleep, to say we end the heartache and the thousand natural shocks that flesh is heir to. 'Tis consummation, devotedly to be wished, to die, to sleep, perchance to dream. That's the rub. For that sleep of death, what dreams may come, when we have shuffled off this mortal coil, must give us pause. There's the respect that makes calamity of so long life. For who would bear the whips and scorns of time, the oppressor's wrongs, the proud man's contumely, the pangs of despised love, the laws delayed, the insolence of office and the spurns that patient merit of the unworthy takes, when he himself might his conscience make with bare bodkin? Who would fardels bear to grunt and sweat under a weary life? But that the dread of something after death, the undiscovered country from whose bourne no travel returns, puzzles the will, and makes us rather bear those ills we have not, than fly to others we have not known of. Thus conscience does make cowards of us all, and thus the native hue of resolution is sicklied o'er with the pale cast of thought and enterprises of great pith and moment. With this regard, their currents turn awry and lose the name of action. Soft you now, the fair Ophelia.
Good, my lord.
And that's in thy orisons become my sins remembered.
Good, my lord. How does your honor for this many a day?
I humbly thank you. Well.
My lord, I have remembrances of yours that I have long to be delivered. I pray now that you receive them.
No, not I. I never gave you aught.
My honored lord, you know right well you did. No. And with them words of so sweet breath as made the things more rich. Their perfume lost, these take again. For to the noble mind, rich gifts wax poor when givers prove unkind. Fair, my lord.
Are you honest?
My lord?
Are you fair?
What means your lordship?
That if you are honest and fair, your honesty should admit no discourse to your beauty.
Could beauty, my lordship, have better commerce than honesty?
Aye, true, for the power of beauty will sooner transform honesty from what it is to a broad than the force of honesty can translate beauty into his likeness. This was sometime a paradox, but now the time gives it proof. I did love you once.
Indeed, my lord, you made me believe so.
You should have not believed me, for virtue cannot so inoculate our old stock, but we shall relish of it. I loved you not.
I was the more deceived.
Get thee to a nunnery. Why wouldst thou be a breeder of sinners? I am myself indifferent, honest, but yet I couldn't accuse me of such things that it be better my mother had not borne me. I am very proud, revengeful, ambitious, with more offenses at my beck than I have thoughts to put them in, imagination to give them shape, or time to act them in. What should such fellows as I do crawling between earth and heaven? We are arrant knaves of all. Believe none of us. Go thy ways to a nunnery. Where's your father?
At home, my lord?
Let the door shut upon him, that he may play the fool nowhere but in his own house. Farewell.
Help him, you sweet heavens.
If thou dost marry, I'll give thee this plague for thy dowry. Be thou as chaste as ice, as pure as snow. Thou shalt not escape calumny. Get thee to a nunnery. Go, farewell. Or if thou wilt needs, marry a fool. For wise men know well enough what monsters you make of them. Go to a nunnery. Quickly, farewell.
O heavenly powers, restore him.
I have heard of your paintings too. Well enough. God has given you face one, and you make yourselves another. You jig, you amble, you lisp, and you nickname God's creatures, and make your wantonness more ignorance. Go to, I'll no more on it. It hath made me mad. We will have no more marriages. Those that are married already, all but one shall live. The rest shall keep as they are. To a nunnery, go!
Oh, what a noble mind is here overthrown. All the courtiers, soldiers, scholars, I hung in sword. The expectancy and rose of the fair state, the glass of fashion in the mold of form. The observed of all observers quite down, and I of all ladies most dejected and wretched, that suck the honey of his music vows. Now see that noble and most sovereign reason, like sweet bells jangled out of tune, and harsh, that unmatched form and feature of blown youth. Blasted with ecstasy, oh woe is me, to see what I have seen, see what I see.